So hey guys, Dwayne from Tricks to the Trades here. Hopefully you saw the video previous to this one where we were doing all the demo on this handicap bathroom, and now I'm kind of pointing out what we're going to be doing to make this bathroom handicap accessible. So let me first show you, this is basically what we had. So we were taking out the sink, tub, closet, toilet, that was that bathroom, then the shower and the toilet, sink, and closet. So all this is now gutted open. It's just completely wide open, and we have to move that one wall over there, right there for that door to make that shorter, because this is basically what we're going to end up with over here. We're going to end up with a very narrow galley bathroom. Sorry about the lighting. So you'll be able to come in, have a little short sink, and then your toilet, and that's pretty much it for that bathroom. This bathroom is going to get everything else. So coming off the bedroom, we're going to leave this wide open so she can get in here. We're going to have a sink, toilet, this is a jacuzzi tub, and then this is a walk-in shower with a bench right here. So that's what we're looking to do. We'll explain later in the video why we want to kind of line all that up, but you might be guessing. But here's just a little bit of the framing we started to do there. And I did lose some audio through this, so we'll just do it this way and cut to the chase here. So right here I was showing how this vent had to be moved. The vent was over by the window behind the toilet over here, but we had to move it over. Same thing over here in the bathroom. It was here, but that would have been right in line with all our plumbing for our toilet and the drains and stuff like that, so that would have hit. The real bear on that one is there's absolutely no room to work downstairs. Every one of these cavities between the studs is just completely filled with other things, and so the only place to move it was here. And even at that, I had to work up over the ductwork and a finished ceiling. It was a nightmare just to change that out, but it was the only place we can put that. I'll show you that in a second. This was kind of cool. I loved how this shower was, or this jacuzzi tub was set up with these wheels. It's all self-contained. You can just kind of slide it in and out and adjust the rubber feet on it there to level it out. And so you could slide that out if you wanted to. They just gave you a hose and supply lines just to put down into a drain. Very simple. Oh, I wanted to show you the trap. That was the old trap that we took down. I didn't get a good shot of it last time, but that one was a copper one. Now here's some of the above the ductwork. There was absolutely no room here whatsoever to work. I had to box this one off because that's where the duct was, and move it over to another cavity, so you have to reach way over. And you'll see when I reach my hand in here for the plumbing how far back in and miserable this is. So that's where the toilet's going to go. Then we need a vent, so I had to run a vent to go back up into the wall, and that'll go way back up in there. It's a long stretch, but yeah, I was so glad this was done. I'm like, oh yeah, that was easy. Okay, so without further ado, let's get on with the video. Hey guys, well, this is where we're at. I've been busy working and forgot to film everything. So Josiah got these plopped in today. This is all ready to go. So we're gonna drywall over the ceiling. I got that moved. We're just gonna leave the one vent fan. That'll give us enough light here for the vanity and the mirror and everything. So small bathroom, not much to it. But we did want the hot and cold for a bidet, and we're gonna have electricity off to the side just in case he gets one that you have to plug in for heated. So that pretty much will take care of this bathroom, except for a couple blockers. I got everything run from my hot and cold. I can tie that up, and actually this way this tub can slide out. But I'll hook it up for it, put drywall on. I got the hot and cold for that. I like these stub outs, they work really nice. And I'm going to run the electric to another outlet right there for the same deal for a bidet here. And Josiah got the shower framed in. Just went with a 2x3 wall. It's not bad. It's pretty solid for a 2x3 wall. But anyway, got our bench. We'll be probably, besides putting cement board in here and drywall, we'll probably put the pan in when I get to that. And over here, I still got to run the GFI wire there, but I did get my wiring all in for my fan, heat, all that stuff. That's got a heater into it. So it's a fan, heater, and light. And then we're actually going to put, I got to change a switch. I got to get one of those like double switches. I ran an extra wire, so we'll have like a pot light on every corner of the room, so it'll be nice and bright. I think that'll turn out pretty nice. I put in some blockers for the mirror that we're going to hang there. We're going to end up putting some blockers across here tomorrow for a handrail, so that we have this big rail, grab bar, I mean, that'll go there. And then we already put blockers on either side of the toilet, because these here are going to be the fold down handrails. We're going to have the choice of putting them on either side of the toilet floor. So it's coming together, and when that big monster of a box taking up all our space is the rail system that will go up here for the trolley, which I think we've got the trolley in too, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't really looked at it. Everything's such a mess. She's got to be coming out in about a week or so, so we got to get this thing put together. So that's Mall-Lift Air. And we'll see how that works out. Not sure what's going to be involved in this. I thought it was just supposed to roll on its own, but now it looks like this thing's got power, which means more things for me to hook up. No room in this house. Panel's full. Yeah, that's great. Turn 101 lights on just to get some light down here. It's hard to make PEX look really, really nice. I try, but anyway, I've got shut-off valves dedicated for the shower, although I've already capped them off and pressure tested stuff, so make sure everything's under pressure. Hardest thing probably getting that trap back up in there if you ever have to clean it. But what are you going to do? I mean, it's just tight, tight, tight. Anybody want some old skis? They were really into skiing. I love skiing. I miss it. I haven't gone in a long time. Lisa didn't like it. The little girl didn't like it, so we quit going. All right, I'm out of here. Well, Josiah, I think we got carried away today.
Yeah, I think so. We actually got something done.
Wow. We like hunkered down and blistered this drywall up. I mean, man. Turned around and it was up. We got to put 5/8 on this wall. I do have 2 sheets. I could have started it, but you can see how far out that door was, because this was that, you know, it was that old drywall and then plaster. So anyway, I'll have to get a couple more sheets of that, but this bathroom took shape. Actually starting to look like something. The only thing I'm going to do up here, besides buy new trim for around this, I got that piece of 5/8 left. We'll put the piece of drywall in there and put it down where you see it. We'll have that insulation in that door, but we'll have the drywall under it so that you'll see that, and it'll all paint up white and look nice.
Cool.
But yeah, I left that open over there because I got to put that track system in. So don't know exactly how we want to line this track system up. So I'm going to leave that for now. We're going to have to notch it out, and I got an idea how that's going to work out too. So other than that, we got to get all our cement board put in here and our Curdy system. And we'll probably start on that Monday, I guess. Then we got to do a lot of finishing too, though. This is a disaster. I feel bad about this. This is a mess. I mean, we got such cleaning to do. I wish we could have took all this stuff out of here, and then we'd had every place for our tools in one spot and be organized. This has been miserable to be like this. I hate it, but we're gonna take care of it. We're gonna clean everything all up. It'll be nice. Trust me. I don't know why, but trust me. All right, I've had enough for this week. Josiah's not gonna be very happy with me. He wanted to help doing the taping, but he took yesterday off, so I got it done without him. Now, our Curdy system. There's the curb, there's the shower pan, and it used to come without the membrane on it, the orange stuff. It was just this is just styrofoam basically, and it was a extra step because you had to actually put that on. It's nice now, it comes with it already on. So I really do like this system for the fact that this drain, you pretty much can't mess this up too badly, because you mud this down with unmodified thin set, and you, like I said, you can cut it, make it fit in there, but you mud that in, and after that you tile it, and then there's another piece. So you buy these drain covers in any color you want or style, and that just snaps into this plastic, and this will snap into that. Not easy to do with one hand. You get the idea. And then this is a little slip ring that you can mud in so that you can set it for your tile depth, which is spectacular. Love it. You put that on there. So the nice thing about this, once it's all tiled and set and everything, is that even if your tile were to crack, everything has, because they even have this piece here, that covers that up. So even if the tile cracked, your mortar joint or something like that, it would leak down and it would still go in the drain. It has no way of leaking the floor. And so I really love this setup for that reason. And then there's a roll of membrane. That's the hardest part as far as taking time, is the roll of membrane that you got to put on the walls. And then I like buying these tiles for floors because if you see, so you just cut out 4 tile usually, and it fits right in there. It looks a little bigger. It'll make it. It's gonna be tight, but anyway, that makes it really easy for you for laying down your floor. You know my OCD is going to kick in and irritate me because they stamped that on an angle lettering.
Yep, that's gonna be annoying.
We better tile it quick. Anyway, so just mixed up my thin set, used a notch trowel, put it down, walk all over it so that we can mat it all good in there. Same with this, just then set it down. But I had to adjust. I knew we'd have to adjust something, but I didn't know exactly how to make this all work right and look right. But basically, we scabbed, I should say, this out a ½ inch, put the cement board over it, and then that way this fits where we have a nice size shower, enough room to walk out here. I had to add a couple of more studs on the end of this wall there to make it come out a little further, but I think it's it'll give us about 36 inches here. And I think we got like 40, we're not quite 48, we're not quite 4 feet, but we're probably at 45 or something like that, so it's about as big as we can get this. Alright, so that shower is going to hang on those 2 studs, so I'll have to figure out where center is for my brackets. In this next sheet, we're going to have to cut a square hole so we can get our plumbing in it for that. It goes behind that. So we'll measure that and do that one next. Yeah, see how this goes. Get one shot at it. Got to get that height of that pipe just right. It's always fun. And after I fitted it, it looked pretty close. I think it'll work.
I think so.
Hope it will. Well, at least the glue wasn't dried up from sitting for a couple days.
Yeah,
that would have been terrible. I was like, oh no, all ready to go, no glue. All right, our one shot. Hair high. I can file that down a little bit, but just a hair high, but I think we can mud around that and make that work. Well, that's actually perfect, I think, in the end. Yeah.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, that'll work. We'll smear a little mud around there and put this on top. and taped it to the box. We'll put that on there and then we'll be ready to rock and roll.
All right.
Wet sponge is your best friend here. And making your thin set very wet. I just smeared it on wet, and then you got to smooth it out as best you can. Try to get as many of those little pockets and stuff out of there as best you can. And then after you're done, wet sponge, wipe it all up, and there you go. And then when you're ready to do your tile, you can tile that in and you can move it around a little bit to line up with your tiles. Works out real nice. So we got the cement board 2 pieces up now. It's Josiah's trying to work around me as I'm doing all this, so it makes it fun. But got my cutout for that shower to sit on, and that way I have enough room to hook my pipes in the wall. So get to the next piece. Josiah got all the cement board up. Got our Curdy curb, our Curdy drain. That's all the further I got tonight. Now, what I like to do instead of using they give you the bubble stuff's still wet. Instead of using this Curdy band, although I did use it right here, but they want you to go the whole way around with it. What I found is it puts too many levels or layers and it makes it too thick. So if you put too many layers, one on top of another, then you go to put your tile down and you really have this bump, especially when you're trying to make a transition like right here in this bench. So it doesn't really, I don't like it that much. I had to use it over here in the curb, but what I do is, like, I laid the wall in, I cut my corner and run it down. So that eliminates one more piece of material that you have to put on there. As it is, I've got 3 layers right here. Now the original layer, and then 1, 2. And anyway, it makes it kind of thick. I mean, yes, you can build that up, but like if you're doing around, so if this was a niche, say, and you were doing all the back of the niche and the sides and wrapping it around and putting the Curdy corners and all that, you'd have so many layers. And when you go to lay your tiles will rock. You'd have to fill it in so much. It's just kind of a nuisance to me. At any rate, this lapping it like that, it's working for me. I've never had a problem with it, and it just saves and makes it smoother. I like it anyway. I already called the door people. They're about a couple weeks out. This will work out for a 30-inch door by the time we tile it. It'll work out just right. All right, see you guys in the morning. Hello.
Hello.
So, she's learning to mud. One thing we ran into right there, this was on first, and so it dried. As she come back around, she was trying to blend that in, and it wasn't coming out too good. So now I tried to help her out. I wetted the edge of the knife. It helps when you dip it in the water and then you bring it out. Well, I tried to come across, but since that was already dry, it made little tracks in it. So this is a know when to fold them time. I got that smoother. It's good enough. It'll take another coat. That will be fine. You know, just don't be too particular sometimes. That's the whole thing. Like I've always said, know when to hold them, know when to fold them. That's better. Leave it alone.
Fold.
Yep. But you're doing a good job. These corners, or outside edges, I guess you should say, I gotta get these filled and get this done as soon as possible. 'Cause I'm running out of time. She's gonna be coming home pretty soon. So anyway, I taped it and filled it as you've seen in time lapse, and that's a lot of mud, but it really come out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see what Josiah's doing. He's over here in this bathroom, slinging mud. Oh yeah. And he said he's getting better. So, I mean, that's sweet.
Starting to come along.
Oh yeah, that's good. This is only what, third time you done it, or what?
Bigger jobs, yeah, like where I'm actually doing the whole room by myself. Probably like the third or fourth time I've really done it.
Not bad. Good. Good. We're going the right direction. So I wanted to show you guys this neat hoist that we got set up here. Battery operated by remote, and got straps that you put a sling around the person and raise them on up, slide them where you want to. Has an emergency shut off that they can pull if they needed to, but this just slides on that trolley. Made an opening there, and take her over and where the toilet is and the tub, and be able to put it right down in there. That's pretty nice. Got to get the end cap, so one of the ends not on there yet, but mall lift. Putting that on was a little bit of a challenge. We ran bolts, 3/8 bolts up through to the attic and into the trusses, but you know they're not going to hit, so that was fun trying to get that up on there. And we didn't want to miss the truss. Like that one actually went right into the truss. Some of them did, some of them missed just a little bit like that one. But see how I put my framing blockers in there? I wanted to add some extra support for it, so I ran a sistered it one this way, screwed in some other boards the whole way down the line so that it's all good and solid and not going anywhere, and then double nutted them so you could actually adjust them. Say for instance when we got her on there and there's like a low spot and you just want to settle there, you know, that wouldn't work so well. We can loosen this up, raise and lower that as we need to in each section, every 2 feet I should say, and get it leveled out. But right now I ran this thing around and it seems pretty solid. It doesn't roll all on its own, so we're all good and level for now. We'll see once we try somebody out on it. Although Jeff said he had a son hanging from it and it worked really well, but it'll go 250 pounds. Anyway, she might be coming home before I can get everything done. So my goal here, get all this sanded and painted today and get the tub, toilet, and vanity in. That's a big goal, but we're going to try to get that accomplished today. Got Lisa and Josiah coming, and we're all going to try to work on that together. The bathroom in here, it needs another coat, but we're not so worried about this one. So I didn't do this drywall though yet, because just in case I need to get in access to that for now to put that tub in, I didn't want to stick myself. We may end up putting an access grill, just use like a cold air return grill or something like that, that later if you ever need to get into the plumbing you can. Anyway, that's our game plan. Well, let's see what we get accomplished. So I told him, I said, it makes me have a stomach ache, makes me feel like I should reach for the Pepto-Bismol. No, we're not painting the ceiling pink. This is that flip-flop paint. I don't like it. I don't like it. I never liked it.
Accent.
I've only used it once and I hated it. And you can see it's still pink. We've been waiting and waiting. We got the heat on and everything else. And it just doesn't flip-flop to white like it should.
I think that's okay. That's okay.
That's what I like when I get asked, what kind of paint do you want? And I tell them, and this is what they bring in. Sorry, Jeff, but yeah.
We're struggling. But we're in.
We're trying to deal with what you gave us, man. But
I'll get out of your way.
I think it'll in the end work out. I don't know if anybody else has had any good success with this paint that goes on pink and changes color. Put it in the comments, but I used it once years ago and it just never settled down enough.
I think it'll settle down.
Well, we'll see.
But we'll see.
it's definitely slowing us down. Well, at least the drywall turned out pretty good and got everything caulked and ready, and got the floor cleaned up, ready for grout. And as soon as we get the walls painted, we'll go out and put this together and hopefully get all this done today. Whoa, there's color on the wall. Yep. All right, painted, on the grout. We're moving. Normally, we like to just dump the bucket out and spread it all over the floor, but we just really didn't know if we'd have enough or not. This is all I had from a bag left over that I was using for Jeff's, and it's not that much left in there. So I'm going to leave that for a little while. We'll let this set just for a minute. Actually, it's been drying really, really fast with the heater on, so she's probably going to start sponging it right now. Timing's everything, trying to get the timing right for it's dry enough to clean up and not wash the grout back out of the grout lines, but yet
It's
at the same time
very dry grout, and it's drying really fast. So that's the only way we can get away with a gentle clean.
Yeah, so you probably wouldn't do a gentle cleaning right away?
No, normally, ever.
No, but I mean now.
Right now, I think it's so dry and this is dry, we're gonna be fine.
Okay.
Or I gotta fix it.
Yes, you do. That's why I leave the bucket. I don't throw my grout out until I make sure that it's cleaned up and all good, just in case you wash some out and you need to touch back in a spot.
Well, you start with cleaning the center.
Exactly.
So it's easy to get the grout there.
And we will be changing buckets of water numerous times.
A lot. Somebody will.
Depends on the grout color, how far off it is from the tile, how well the tile cleans up. Some tiles it likes to stay on the tile. Other tiles it just wipes right off. If they're a shiny glassy surface, it wipes up pretty good. And sometimes you let it sit and dry for a little bit, and then you start to see the haze come back. So you got to get clean water and a clean sponge and wipe it again and again. But yeah, we're getting there for sure. Got a lot done today in a short period of time. We sanded these walls, caulked all the corners, painted the ceiling, painted the walls, grout the floor.
Clean the floor.
Cleaned the floor, yeah.
Twice.
Cleaned up stuff. Yeah, I mean, wow. We're doing. Yeah, got a few things done. And it's only left 3. Not bad. Well, we almost got there. It was close. We actually got a working toilet and a working tub. That we did get up and running. I got to get a cover for that. A couple little things just so that they can be up and running. But over here we ran a ground, got that in, went to start doing it, hooking it up. You can see, get the lighting right, but stinking crack in the, you just can't get good lighting. Not in this house anyway. Nice crack right there. So I got to get hold of Jeff, tell him he needs a new top. Hopefully he can get me a top tomorrow, so that, as that's the only time I have is a little bit of time tomorrow to change that, hook that up. Other than that though, everything else is up and running. This tub is pretty nice. I'll just show you the, I can't run it long, but it has a light. And let me turn this on. It fills in. All the jets, water starts coming out. You can turn the knob here and that'll shoot the sprayer, which works. And shoot it, because you know what? It drips when you put it back like that. Now we're going to put tile along here later when I come back. Well, Josiah, we're back after what, 6 weeks
it's been a while.
Much needed rest. Haha. So after going away on vacation and then getting COVID, finally get back to work. So we did work the other day. We got the floor down here. We're at Jeff's mom's house. So a couple things I wanted to show you. We had a real interesting time getting this sink in. As you can see, it just fits. So I had my measurements correct back here. It fit perfectly. Coming up here, I had to notch a little out What I didn't allow for, and I've never run into this before, so I didn't think about it. That's a tape on, mud on outside corner with the metal strip. So my building that joint compound out and adding that made the difference. So all I had to do is just route, well, of course that's metal, so I had to use the little oscillating tool, cut that out on both sides, just take a little bit of drywall. But you can't just slip this in because your bowl, this bowl actually goes down in and it wouldn't just slide in. So I had to make this side a little deeper, stick it in this way, shove it down. That's why there's a little primer, just had little scrape marks, but it fit pretty good. So lesson learned. You always learn something new every day. But I really wanted to show you something neat was in these old door jams. So, you know, we never run into these. At least I haven't run into it before. Maybe you guys know it, but it's a two-part jam. And so when I went to check and see if it was going to fit, one side was the right width and the other side wasn't. You can adjust this. I wish I took the camera on before, but this piece here actually goes up under this piece. So you mount your door and your jam here, and then you can slide this in, adjust it to the flush, nail it down, and then put your, what'd you do at the doorstop? Oh, there it is. Nail your doorstop on, and you're good to go. So I gotta say, I really do like that. That covers that right up, and you're done. Slick. So some things are better today, some things were better then. I've been trying to rack my brain on what to do with this tub. This tub is freestanding and it's on legs, and I need to tile this wall back here. And I don't want to make it so that it's permanent, so that you can pull the tub out. So I come up with that. So this is the sticky Auto Marine rubber weatherization strip. And I just took the Schluter aluminum, stuck it on the back side of it. I'll mud that in and stick the tile in there, and that way this still can give a little bit, should keep the water out, and hopefully that'll work all right. All right guys, here's the wrap up on this job. There's the powder room all done. One piece toilet. Kind of neat. A little bit of a pain to install. It's got wedges that go down there that you mount to the base plate, and you just put screws through this way and a cap. So it doesn't tighten the toilet down. That's the only thing I don't like about it. And that's for a future bidet hookup. But at any rate, all told, it all came out pretty decent. Josiah's painting the hallway here. Got the baseboard trim cut ready to go. And then we'll be out of here. But this bathroom here looks so far really good for her. Got a rubber strip underneath the trim there. I think we showed you that. That seems to be working. She's been using it, and everything's been working pretty good. They're happy with it. Still got to get a shower door. I got the measurements. I got to get that ordered. And Jeff's supposed to get me a mirror. Hasn't got that yet. But anyway, it's a really neat shower. But you got colored lights. You've got temperature. It tells you how warm the water is, how long you've been showering. Kind of neat. Turn that one off. Turn your spout down there on. Your wand. And your sprayers. Pretty cool. So I'm pretty happy. Get shower door on and a mirror, and that's it. We'll be out of here. Till next time.